Hello.
Hello.
Hi guys, can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yes.
Anna?
Yeah, good to go.
Cool. Acha, Balaji, can you just
Yes.
speak slowly थोड़ा? Because it lags a bit.
For 1 second, while we are online, it lags 1 second.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah?
Sure.
Cool. Cool,
Cool,
then we are good
cool,
to go.
cool. So we are back with the Manipal podcast with a new guest, of course. I am sure you liked the first episode of the Manipal podcast. I got some beautiful responses from the people of Manipal. I also have my ghost host, Mr. Dhruv Khanna.
Yo, what's up?
Now I'll introduce you to my next guest, which is Ramakrishnan Balaji.
Yes.
So
You can
Balaji
call
Ram,
me
that's
Bala.
fine.
So that's how people used to
So
call me.
Tiene bala, huele bala, pangue bala, huele bala, tiene bala.
okay. So Bala was a student from School of Communication, 2011-2014 batch. So we welcome you, Bala,
Thank you
to
so much. It's an
the
honor
Manipal podcast.
to again relive those Manipal memories and cherish all the memories which we lived in Manipal. Yes.
So Bala, how's the quarantine going?
Quarantine is going okay. I won't say great. A bit boring though, of course, because I'm not at all used to sitting at home for so long. And we have been
Okay.
sitting almost more than a month for almost more than a month now. And of course, we need to do right now is keep ourselves busy, be happy, do whatever makes us happy, and of course, be optimistic, be positive that we will get through this phase. Yeah,
True. So Bala, obviously you came to Manipal in 2011,
11, yes.
and I wanted to ask you, how was your journey, like from school to college? How was it about?
From school to graduation, of course, it was very challenging because I came out, of course, people got to know about me when I was in school, and I didn't come out, of course, but people started making fun of me. I was bullied constantly for all the 6 years. I was never called by my name. In school, of course, I was
Okay.
always called as Chakka, Hijra. There were a lot of terms which people use, of course, for LGBTQ individuals. And I lost my very own good friend, of course, very best was my very good friend, and he disowned me just because on religious grounds, saying that my sexuality, his religion won't accept my sexuality, and that was again a very bad situation for me. And from school to college again. So many things happened by the time in school that by the time I came to college, I lost my self confidence, self esteem, self motivation, whatever you can say. So of course, when I entered college, it was pretty new atmosphere for me, very much new because there are a lot of people who were who was studying with me and new people, new atmosphere. So I said, and of course, seeing all that, I thought, what do you call? I lied to people because I chose to not come out of my closet at that point of time. I thought that's not the right time, and I started lying to people that I'm straight, and of course, people were pretty smart. They knew it, of course, which they told me later when I came out. They told me later that when I came out to them that I'm gay, and so I used to lie to them that I have a girlfriend who's an air hostess. I used to make up a lot of stories, because of course, I was scared to lose people. I almost lost so many friends in school days, so I thought I don't want to lose any more friends. Of course, I got a very good group of friends. They were a group of like 6 to 7 girls, and we stayed in hostel for all the 3 years. We never moved out of that gate, that KC wala gate hota hai na. So we never stayed outside. So first year was mandatory, of course, to stay in hostel, and after first year, thanks to this faculty, Anupa Lewis, Anupa ma'am.
Yep.
So she called up my mom and she said that, Bala can't live outside, so it's better you make him stay inside the hostel. So for all 3 years, I stayed in hostel. First year, I stayed in 16th block, and second and third year, I moved to 9th block with someone else. My roommate, in first year, you must be knowing Kishle.
Kishle?
Kishle, yes.
Yeah,
Kishle
I
Kishore.
know.
Yes, he was my roommate.
Okay.
He was
Okay.
And the other 2 years, of course, I was in 9th block with someone else. So that person was from MSAP, Manipal School of Architecture and Planning.
Oh.
So I shared with him, and we had shared a very good bonding. And and these girls who are my good friends, they were also in hostel only. So we all had formed a group just because we stayed in hostel. They used to stay in 8th block. So 9th block से it was a tradition for us कि lunch, breakfast तो नहीं, breakfast सब मतलब breakfast lunch सबका एक साथ ही होता था mostly because they used to get up at 12, 1. So I used to be the one who used to go actively for breakfast and have breakfast and come back.
I'm glad you are still alive after you had breakfast all the day.
I'm telling you, my mom was my alarm literally. She used to wake me up at 5:30, 6 in the morning every day, and I used to get up. I used to do my stuff. I used to study. I was like a typical school nerd boy, nerd bolte hai na. So I used to study and I used to go for breakfast, come back again, go to college. And of course, most of the session lectures used to get cancelled after lunch.
Yeah.
So I used to be the class rep. For the first 2 years, I was the class rep. And after lunch, of course, students used to say, Bala class cancel karwa diya.
Like in the first semester, like you were telling, I remember like we used to be a group of 15 to 20 people, and we used to sit on the big long table in the food court. Andar mein jaake thoda.
Okay.
Like towards the end of the semester, everyone started separating, started forming their own small groups.
Yeah, the same thing happened. Yes.
Yeah.
That's how it is. At the same, Dhruv, you were in the same batch, like, if I may ask you, like, you were in 2000.
I passed out in 2017, and Aviraj passed out in 2018.
So you must have entered after I left.
Yeah. The year you left. Yes.
Oh.
So let's go to the second round. You must have visited quite a lot of places in Manipal. So is there any favorite place in Manipal that you have?
I used to go to Venugopal temple often. Okay. So that's where the place which I found very peaceful. It was very peaceful. Whenever I used to be disturbed, my mind used to be very stressed. So I used to go to Venugopal temple. So it was, of course, inside the campus. And Venugopal temple, and after Venugopal temple, going to Jack Shack Burgers and hogging food.
Where exactly was Jack Shack Burger?
Jack Shack was just near this, KC, right? MIT food court.
Yeah.
Bahar nikal ke when you come.
Oh, Jack Shack.
Jack Shack.
Okay.
KC canteen. KC canteen ke samne there is this barricade which is there.
Now
Jack Shack Burger there.
No. Now it's not there.
What are you saying?
Yeah, it's not there anymore. It was there till my first year, I think, or maybe till my second year.
No, it was there till my second year. I know that.
Okay.
Why did they close?
Do you know about KC though?
The basketball court and all they have taken.
Yep.
Everything's gone.
Everything's gone, and then they have opened some new Manipal. I don't remember the thing.
Oh God! Don't say that. Shucks.
Student Plaza.
Student Plaza.
As if students are gonna go there. Students don't need plaza and all. They just know Sutta Point and they just know this.
Exactly.
I'll tell you where all I used to find all a gang of students. MIT, MIC. If you want to see like what do you say? You will literally see them in the basketball court or KC canteen or KC canteen के सामने बैठ के. That used to be the spot where you will find all these couples and all kind of sitting and. Yeah.
And third year, I remember people mostly used to stay at home, chill at home, just do that only, and they just don't come out of their places.
Yeah.
That is there. Yes, because
yeah.
Correct.
Because what happens is most of the time what happens, of course, during exams and all, you would never see people because exam के time MIC exams were like the memorable one. I mean, I would say because तभी लोग library जाते हैं notes के लिए. Then they will pick up all the notes, and then all the library uncles sitting there, it's like they will literally ask us कि अभी तुम्हें notes का याद आ रहा है. So they used to ask us literally. We used to go
Also,
and
5 years question.
वहाँ पे we used to form a crowd. It was so crowded. वो जो जगह होता था library में, that desk where our librarian ma'am, Rati ma'am and all used to stay. Used to sit. So वहाँ पे पूरा एकदम they used to पूरा crowded हो जाता था, and then we used to ask for notes. The minute I used to get the updates on the group saying that के notes आ गए. So then I used to tell everyone के notes आ गए. Then exam के एक दिन पहले we used to sit and study. So that's the reality. I mean, let's accept that reality that MIC exams were like, the memorable, like very chilled one. So yeah, I mean, we never studied final fifth. After fourth sem, we never studied. Like ad and PR and all, who will study? I mean, like, you just have to know the gist of it. And Shruti ma'am. So we were pretty much dependent on Shruti ma'am. So
yeah. Shruti ma'am was one of my favorite teachers.
My favorite teacher was Anupa ma'am.
Anupa ma'am, yes. I mean, we were so close. I remember. I mean, I'm sorry to get so personal. So she was first year I was so attached to her. Because so she literally used to call me Bal Marks. I'm not ashamed to share this incident because I used to literally crave for marks. And then she was the person who used to take care of me. She used to call my mom. She told that Bala should not stay outside. Let him be in hostel. I used to go to her house, chill with her, her mom, her sister. Sister was also from MIC, Anusha. And she was my senior that time. And so yeah, and I remember when she got married, I went to her marriage and performed. I used to sing, of course. I used to be a singer there. So a lot of memories attached. So every faculty, be it whatever, we had Deepti ma'am, Kavita ma'am, Padma Kumar sir, Shubha ma'am, Badri sir. Of course, I feel so bad. Who's no more. Badri sir literally used to play tabla for me during Oxygen. So he used to say, "Bala, tum gao, main tabla bajata." So lot of memories attached with each and every teacher. Like Maitri ma'am, she's not teaching anymore with MIC. Pratmesh sir, Raviraj sir. I mean, I would say in MIC, it's a tradition. I think faculties never used to consider you as students or whatever you can say. They used to consider you like a family, like own family member. That was the tradition which you would only see in MIC, not anywhere else.
Yeah. You just said about Badri sir, Joe. I just recalled one instance with Badri sir. So I used to make film, and Badri sir was seeing me like enacting something. I was doing an act, and Badri sir saw me. Okay, and then he just called me out, and he just said that these things are going wrong with you, and you are doing these things wrong. So please rectify it and do it nicely. Okay, in a very polite way.
Yeah, I mean, I will never be able to forget Badri sir in my life because he was a gentleman.
True.
He never used to be involved in a lot of things, but he used to be a silent person who used to excel in so many things. He was multi-talented, I would say.
I want you to give a message to the students and also to the parents about LGBTQ. Actually,
I have a lot of things to say, but of course, like I would sum it up. I would just cut it short. Firstly, I would say that to all the students, don't sort of rush with things. Of course, you are shaping your career through MIC, of course, and you're shaping your future. And your teachers are always there to guide you. And I'm sure there would be some queer people in the current batch of MIC. I don't know. I'm just telling if there are. I would say that don't get scared because just understand one thing, that everything is going to be fine at the end of the day. Yes, we have to be prepared for the worst, but always I would say that, I'm sure you would be attached to any one of the faculty members. Students would have their own favorite faculty members. Gain their confidence, gain their trust. If you want, come out to them, because I think that's very, very important, because I have seen many people in closet going through a depression, going through a lot of mental health issues. Don't do that. The day when you feel that you want to come out, just come out. Don't look for the repercussions. It's okay. वो भी sort हो जाएगा. If you feel that you are attached to any of your friends, not even faculty, you would be having your best friend. Come out to that person and just tell that this is what I'm going through. I want to come out. Maybe that person can help you. And why you want to suffer, because what I did in MIC, I don't want other students to face the same thing. Because I was suffering with my sexuality, whether to come out or not. And finally I came out. So I would suggest that identify a person, gain that person's trust. If you feel that person is trustworthy, come out to that person. Maybe that person can help you. And I'm sure all the faculties are open-minded. I have interacted with all the faculty members in MIC, and they are very open-minded. They have all supported me. The day when I came out, all of them supported me. So I would say, if I'm allowed to take a few faculty members' names over here, like Padma Rani, ma'am, she is like she's like, we used to literally see her as our mother, like, mother figure. So I think there are certain faculty members you should trust them and just go to them and just tell them. It's just about coming out. So don't worry, because I'm sure if you would have been at your house, things would have been worse. But why to think negative, right? I'm sure you have to take care of your career also. And if you feel that that's not the right time, then just wait for it. Just don't be in a hurry, because I've seen many students being in a hurry and coming out to their parents and not getting acceptance. Don't do that, because you know your parents very well than us. So try to gain their confidence. Tell them about certain tell them about LGBTQ community, certain events, whatever, and try to know their perception. And then decide whether to come out to them or not, whether that's the right time to come out to them or not. Don't be in a hurry and just go to them. Many of them expect that they will come out to their parents and they want their parents to accept in one day. Coming out is not a one-day thing. It's a gradual process. My mom took almost 5 to 6 years to accept me. She used to literally sit and Google about homosexuality. When I saw her laptop, it was filled with links on homosexuality, LGBTQ, lesbian, gay, whatnot. So she has done. Then I got to know that the amount of research she has done about homosexuality, I'm sure, trust me, believe me, I am telling this to you, it's a phase, you will definitely get through it. Just be positive. Just be optimistic. Find ways to deal with it. Don't sit and just assume one thing, that you can't come out. If you'll come out, worst will happen. Don't do that. That will lead up to anxiety and a lot of other mental health issues. That's it.
Thank you so much for this message, and I hope कि ये message जो आपने बताया वो
for sure
सही लोगों तक पहुंचे.
For sure. Really yes, I hope so. Thank you so much, guys.
Sure.
And
yes,
hope you enjoyed
a lot.
Thank
and thanks
so
for
much.
considering me, guys. Thank you so much.
Take care. Thank you.